Good evening and welcome to the Cardinal Sports Network's presentation of volleyball at Trinity Valley Community College. We are coming to you live from Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym, where tonight we have a Region 14 Conference East Zone showdown between the Lady Cardinals and the Navarro College Lady Bulldogs. Good evening, I'm Benny Rogers, the Sports Information Officer here at the college, and I'll be joined shortly by Tim Howard of Henderson County Now. The Lady Cardinals coming to tonight's game ranked 13th nationally. They are 19-2 overall and 1-2 in conference play. The Navarro Lady Bulldogs are the 15th ranked team in the country. They are 17-7 overall and 2-1 in conference play. And as I bring Tim Howard in, Tim, this is Trinity Valley Navarro. We don't really need to say a lot because people know what's about to happen.
It's about to be on, we might add, this is a huge game for Region 14, specifically in the East Zone, because Navarro and Trinity Valley coming with a very important game here. Lady Cards are 19-2 on the year, but in the conference are at 1-2. 2-1 with Navarro. So this thing here tonight changes everything with a win for the Cards.
Well, it really does. And things have changed in the Region 14 Conference, the way they're going to move teams on to the regional tournament. In the past, 4 teams from each zone would go to the regional tournament. But this year, since there are only 4 teams in the East Zone, only 3 teams are going to make it, and all 4 teams in the East Zone, Tyler, Panola, Trinity Valley, Navarro, are all ranked in the NJCAA Top 20, and one of those teams is going to be left at home come regional tournament time.
Took the words right out of my mouth. There's going to be a good team sitting at home from the regionals. So big one tonight here at the Cardinal Gym on the campus of Trinity Valley in Athens.
And we'll get back to the game momentarily, but we want to let the Lady Cardinals, the 2017 Lady Cardinals, introduce themselves. So here are those introductions now.
Hi, I'm Audrey Lopez. I'm from Archer City, and I'm a defensive specialist.
Hey, I'm Kirsten Boatman from Grand Prairie, Texas, and I'm a defensive specialist.
Hi, I'm Robin Zistrins. I'm from Northridge, Texas, and I'm a defensive specialist.
Yay, yay!
Hi, my name is Melissa. I'm from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, and I'm right side.
Hi, I'm Diana Giordani. I'm from Caxias do Sul, Brazil, and I'm libero.
Hi, my name is Gracie Pendergrass. I'm from Alba Golden, and I'm an outside hitter.
Hi, my name is Juliana. I'm from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, and I'm outside hitter.
Hi, my name's Lexi Houston. I'm from Brownsburg, Texas, and I'm a middle blocker.
Hi, my name is Maria Luisa. I'm from Mato Grosso, Brazil, and I'm a middle blocker.
Hi, I'm Lauren Amite. I'm from Mineola, Texas, and I'm an outside hitter.
Hi, I'm Kayla LaRue, and I'm a setter from Porter, Texas.
Hi, my name is Ana Paula. I'm from Belo Horizonte, Brazil, and I'm a setter.
Hi, I'm Haley Curl. I'm from Sugar Land, Texas. I play middle and right side. Go Card!
Hi, I'm Alicia. I'm an outside hitter from the Woodlands, Texas.
Hi, my name is Cassiane Matos. I'm from Paraná, Brazil, and I am DS.
Hi, my name is Kelly Reagan. I'm from Grand Prairie, Texas, and I'm a middle blocker.
Hey y'all, I'm Sitar, and I'm from Alba Golden, and I'm a right side hitter.
And we are back courtside here at Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym, awaiting the start of this Region 14 Conference East Zone showdown between the Lady Cardinals and Lady Bulldogs. I will mention that this is the 18th meeting, Tim, between these two teams, and the Lady Cardinals lead the overall series 10-7, so they've got that working in their favor. But the last time around, as we mentioned, the Lady Cardinals lost over to Corsicana back in early September in a 5-setter, with that 5th set determined by a 15-13 score.
Yeah, and we could be looking at more of the same tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if this one goes 5 sets. Of course, there's going to be a raucous crowd here. Navarro's traveled well. Trinity Valley expecting a full house, plenty going on here in Athens tonight.
Yeah, and folks, if this sounds loud when we get started, just wait. The Cardinal football team hasn't arrived yet. They're finishing up workout for today. They had to move it over to Bruce Field because of wet field conditions here at their practice field at the college. So they'll be getting in here probably about halfway through all of the festivities tonight. And when the football team shows up, you know they're here. The Cardinal cheerleaders are here in mass. I see the Lady Cardinal volleyball, basketball team here. Softball team is here. Cardinal basketball team is here. And like you mentioned, Tim, Navarro has traveled awfully well tonight.
Yeah, and the band is here as well, man. So lots of noise and good stuff. And, you know, we're looking forward to bringing you coverage of this tonight. Going to work through a couple of challenges here and look forward to this thing in a big way. Well, you've got to see them play a few times. What I've been impressed with is that gear that the Lady Cardinals seem to have where they can just step up and power off before you know it.
They really do, Tim, and there have been times when they've gotten out of sync like any team will do, but they've always been able to kind of make an in-match adjustment and push the button and find it, because I've seen a couple of games and matches this year when they were down late in the third or fourth decisive sets and rallied to win and wound up winning the match. But the Lady Cardinals are doing kind of like they did last year. You know, they've got 19 wins this year, and 15 of them have been by 3-0 scores.
Well, Coach Tasha Spain has been able to get that rotation, you know, through the season early on here. And, you know, speaking of being on a roll, how about her? She's collected her 152nd win in just her 8th year here at TVCC.
Yeah, this is the 8th year of the program. Of course, she's the only coach the college program has ever known. And of course, she's no stranger to Navarro. She played in Navarro out of Eustis High School in 2001 and 2002 before going on to star at Texas A&M Commerce. So Tasha's no stranger to the Navarro program. In fact, they had great success while she was there. We're about ready for the pregame activities and announcements, and we will turn that over to Harold Jones, the public address announcer here at Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym. The Cardinal Regiment with, like always, an outstanding job of the playing of the national anthem, and now Harold Jones will have the introduction of the starting lineup for both teams.
From Brazil, number 8, Carolina Barboza. From Tyler, Texas, number 16, Taylor Hale. From Brazil, at floor captain, number 19, Beatrice Berti. And from Longview, Texas, number 22, Alexis Wiley. Head coach of the Bulldogs is Rhonda Shirley and assistant coach Casey Price. And now for the starting lineup for your Lady Cards. From Brazil, number 4, Melissa Bento.
Hi, my name is Melissa. I'm from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, and I'm right side.
From Brazil, at libero, number 5, Gianna Giordani.
Hi, I'm Gianna Giordani. I'm from Caxias do Sul, Brazil, and I'm libero.
From Brazil, number 7, Juliana Vaz.
Hi, my name is Juliana. I'm from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, and I'm outside hitter.
From Brownsboro, Texas, number 8, Alexis Joe Houston.
Hi, my name is Lexi Houston. I'm from Brownsboro, Texas, and I'm a middle blocker.
At floor captain from Brazil, number 12, Ana Paula Zandona.
Hi, my name is Ana Paula. I'm from Belo Horizonte, Brazil, and I'm a setter.
From the Woodlands, Texas, number 14, Alicia Bausfeld.
Hi, I'm Alicia. I'm an outside hitter from the Woodlands, Texas.
And from Grand Prairie, Texas, number 21, Kelly
Kelly
Reagan.
Reagan. I'm from Grand Prairie, Texas, and I'm a middle blocker.
Head coach of your Lady Cards is Tasha Spain, assistant coach Brittany Griffin.
Tim, and you can just feel the atmosphere and electricity in this building tonight as the fans know something special may really happen, as it usually does when these two teams play. There was a great 5-set match, as we mentioned, over in Corsicana. Of course, the pressure's really on the Lady Cardinals because of what we mentioned in the standings, and only 3 teams out of the East Zone are going to qualify for the regional tournament. So the Lady Cardinals have really got to pull one off, and they've got Tyler and Navarro at home this second round of conference action, and they have to go to Carthage to play Panola.
And I think that one of the keys for Coach Spain that she just told in that huddle before coming out here on the floor, let's get off to a quick start. Let's put some pressure on them. Let's kind of get the momentum. We're the home team. Let's get our crowd into the game, get everybody on their feet. Let's have a great time here tonight.
I think that's probably the message that she is going over with her charges before they get started here tonight. Tim mentioned earlier that the Lady Cardinals went 2-0 in Mountain View this weekend in a couple of matches. They won 3-0 over Mountain View and 3-0 over Western Texas. In both of those contests, Tim, the Lady Cardinals, as they were Friday when we were here watching them play Brookhaven, they were without the services of 3 starters.
Should have a full house tonight. Everyone raring to go.
Yeah,
so,
they're full strength.
Should be a deep squad for Coach Spain and the Lady Cardinals. We're about set for action from Trinity Valley in Athens. I'm Tim Howard. Here's Benny Rogers with your play-by-play.
Thank you, Tim, and welcome, folks, again to the Cardinal Sports Network. This is our 10th year of the Cardinal Sports Network, and this is our 4th year of doing volleyball, and we're so excited to bring you this game. We'll also be with you again a week from tonight when Tyler comes to town in another huge showdown. But this one tonight, folks, is number 13 versus number 15, and Navarro's currently leading the conference. The Lady Cardinals are on that bubble trying to make sure they get to the regional tournament. This is set, the stage is set for something truly special here tonight, and thank you for joining us here on the Cardinal Sports Network.
I'm telling you, you can feel it here in the stands. I hope it's translating on our stream tonight, but an electric crowd here in Athens.
Navarro will have first service. Bermudez to do the serving honors for the Lady Bulldogs, and we're about to get started here at 7:05 p.m. in Athens, Texas.
So set to jet. Here we go.
First serve is in the air. Lexi Jo Houston with a little finesse shot. She gets the first point for the Lady Cardinals. Well, the thing about Lexi Jo is, Tim, as we've seen this year, she's plays with her. She's a great power player, but she's got that little shifty, little sneaky, little finesse shot that she'll throw in there on top of you.
Yeah, real high volleyball IQ there. Knew that they were out of position and just used some finesse to get that first point of the first game.
Julianne Voss with the first serve for the Lady Cardinals. Melissa Bento, and it's out, and we are tied at 1.
Tried to go strong down that baseline there, or down the sideline there, and just missed it. So 1-1 here in the early going.
That's going to send number 19, Birdie, to the service line for the Lady Bulldogs. We are tied at 1. I imagine we will see quite a few ties here tonight. Benta. Answered nicely by Navarro. Great job by Voss on the back row for the Lady Cardinals, keeping it alive. And that hit is going to go in. Oh, my goodness, it was called out. Oh, my.
Oh, there was a little bit of a strike there on that baseline, but
I thought Bowersfield had a winner there. That looked in to me, but Tasha, of course, Tasha's not at an angle to be able to see it. But nevertheless, it's 2-1 Navarro. But it did look in.
Playing with those quick feet, though, in good position there. Unfortunate they didn't get the call.
Bowersfield, great block by Navarro at the net. Bento gets the shot over for the Lady Cardinals. And that one's going to sail long. So we're going to be tied again at 2. We're going to sound like a broken record on those ties tonight, I think.
Well, that might have had a little extra adrenaline. You know, we talked about the energy that we feel. You can imagine what the players are feeling. They know it's important. It's easy to get amped up for a game like this.
We mentioned that Tasha Spain's in her 8th year at the college here at Trinity Valley. Rhonda Shirley's in her 1st year at Navarro, but she's certainly no stranger to the JUCO ranks. This is her 19th year overall. She spent 13 years at Hutchinson, Kansas, and then 5 years at Tyler, where she had a national runner-up finish in 2013. And there's a winner there by the Lady Bulldogs, Velika.
I'll tell you, there's a lot of heads-up play at the net.
These are two really great teams right here, folks. They really are. You can just tell from what we've seen all season, but you can see by their intensity as this match has gotten started.
So here is Clark's trying to break serve.
Great job by Reagan of keeping that alive for the Lady Cardinals. Great job by Giordani by digging that one out. Giordani's the libero for the Lady Cardinals, wearing number 5. Great block at the net. Great job by Navarro.
Wrong at the net.
Wow. There's just a lot of greatness on the floor right now.
I'm telling you, what a play there from Reagan. Excuse me, is that Bento at the net, or was that Reagan?
It was Reagan.
Reagan with just a great return, sent it back where it came from, and then they get the point.
Checking into the contest of serve is Audrey Lopez out of Archer City, Texas, a freshman for the Lady Cardinals. A nice block by Reagan. Kelly Reagan delivers the point and delivers the Lady Cardinals into a 4-3 lead.
Reagan, a 6'2 freshman from Grand Prairie, getting it done there again. Nice start for her.
Reagan with the block and keeps it alive. From the back row, Voss is going to hit it long, and we're stopping. If you heard this before, tied again.
Yeah, that one sailed on Juliana, and you can see it. She's a little frustrated with herself there after the hit.
We've got a really nice sized crowd here tonight. This is really exciting to watch this in Region 14 here at Cardinal Gym. Nice block by the Lady Bulldogs. That was number 7. Barash with the block. Barash with the big hit, but it sails long. Sails wide, I should say.
Lady Cardinals will recapture that lead for the time being, up 5-4. See if they can string together some serves, some points here.
Alicia Bowersfield, a redshirt freshman from the Woodlands at the service line. Nice block. I believe that was Voss, number 7, that got that one.
Yeah, she is just making her presence known.
She and Reagan are such a great presence at the net. They're a dynamic duo, so to speak, at the net.
Tough getting it through there for sure.
6-4 Lady Cardinal lead, their biggest lead of the match. That's blocked out of bounds off the Lady Cardinals. It goes off Zendona.
Barash there with the smash. She did a good job getting it through. Hannah Barash out of Richards.
At the service line now for the Lady Dogs will be number 16, Taylor Hale out of Tyler, Texas, a freshman, a 5'3 freshman. Voss with a big hit that goes out of bounds off the Lady Bulldogs.
You know, you and I were watching the other day, and you talked about, man, it seems like when that ball is right there, you just almost 99% of the time, you just count that because they know how to finish.
You do. When you set Alexi Jo Houston up and Juliana Voss up, there's a high percentage of the point that's going to go to the Lady Cardinals. Great block by Zandona.
Man, oh man, how about Anna Paula Zandona?
And the Lady Cardinals will seize the biggest momentum and the biggest lead of the contest now at 8-5.
Zandona, a freshman.
Giordani at the service line. Great hit that time by Alexis Wiley for the Lady Dogs out of Longview, Texas, another freshman, 5'10". Obviously with Rhonda Shirley's ties to East Texas in the Tyler area, she's going to recruit East Texas heavily, no doubt.
Yeah, she has seen a lot of representation tonight.
As she tries to bring the Navarro program back from a down year. And she's already done that, of course. They've knocked off several higher-ranked teams this season. Lexi Jo with a little finesse shot. At that time, the Lady Bulldogs weren't buying. And that is going to sail out of bounds.
Cards extend that lead up 3 now, 9-6. You kind of get the feeling this is going to be one of those nights where it's a couple of run here and there because this is the biggest lead of the night so far.
No doubt, and you might as well just settle in, folks, as I think we're going to be here a while. Zandona at the service line for the Lady Cards. Chance here for a winner. Bento, the hard hit, is going to go out of bounds off the block.
And that long return there really set Trinity Valley up well.
It really did, and you can see them get in position, and that's going to cause Rhonda Shirley to call a timeout with her squad down 10-6 here in this first set.
So in the early going here, Benny, we talked about getting off to a good start, getting the crowd into it, and Trinity Valley has done just that so far. Long way to go, though.
No, it's a long way to go for sure, yeah. I mentioned that Rhonda Shirley's in her 19th year overall coaching on the JUCO ranks. She had 520 wins coming into this season and has led teams to the NJCAA tournament 8 times. And certainly this Navarro team is talented enough to get back this year. Of course, this year the kind of interesting thing is the tournament's in Hutchinson, Kansas.
Yeah, so that would be her old stomping grounds.
Yeah, it would. Well, you know, that would be kind of like when Kurt Butke was here and the tournament moved to Salina, Kansas. Yeah. He took a team back to Salina, Kansas.
Pretty interesting. And you've already mentioned she had a national runner-up team with her time at TJC there back in 2013.
Exactly.
So no stranger to success. A la Tasha Spain. Coach Spain and the Lady Cards trying to take another step this year.
Returning to play, Zandona remains at the service line for the Lady Cardinals. Chance for the Lady Cardinals here. Great block at the net.
Strong play at the net.
Kind of fell in no man's land there.
That's probably the most dangerous spot to be at when you're thinking, man, even if it gets over there, it's probably coming at me like a rocket. But in that situation, it was an empty spot.
Ana Paula Zandona, 6'2" freshman out of Brazil, remains at the service line. Lady Cardinals with an 11-6 lead. See the Lady Cardinal bench in the background. Another strong serve. Double hit by the Lady Bulldogs, and here the Lady Cardinals have doubled the lead now.
They went on a nice run here over the last 6 points.
Shirley called the timeout at the 10-6 mark, and now it is 12-6. Great job by Voss, but just a little bit wide, but the Lady Cardinals kind of got out of sorts there on that particular play.
Yeah, it's important for Navarro here that they come back and get back in this thing here. Trinity Valley, on the other hand, would love to break serve here and take possession again.
Bermudez with the serve. There's the set. Nice job at the net by number 4, Belika. And that was going to go off Giordano. That's a great big hit right there.
You don't see that often. That gives you some idea of the velocity of that ball going by she's solid.
She has a high percentage of digging those out and keeping those in play.
Over the last couple of years, we've seen that again and again and again. So
absolutely, that
nice shot there.
That number 5 jersey's all over the court. There's the set. Nice block, but it's going to sail out of bounds, and the point will go to Navarro. Navarro clawing its way back into the contest now after being down 12-6. Have reeled off 3 straight points.
Yeah, this is huge for them right now, climbing back in this first.
This is what you expect of these two teams.
Oh, yeah. Long night both ways.
Lexi Joe. Navarro had the answer.
They're going to have
Lady Cards in the net.
Yeah, that'll cost them a point. So now 4 straight for Navarro.
We mentioned the last time these two teams played, Navarro won the first set 29-27. Lady Cardinals bounced back with a 25-22 win in the second set. Navarro won the third set 25-19. The Lady Cardinals won the fourth set 25-23 to force the fifth set. And then Navarro won 15-13. So that's why I'm talking about. I figure we're going to be here a while tonight.
Well, when you go 29-27 in the first one, you're in for a long one, aren't you? A couple of great programs battling tonight.
Great job of Giordani of digging that one out. Voss with the hit and the winner.
Wow, Voss is playing inspired right now. Nice smash.
You know, like we kind of said about Lexi Joe, when Juliana hits the ball, it stays hit.
Yeah, the ball knows immediately I have been tethered right there. That's a rocket.
Voss at the service line.
Good dig.
Double hit by the Lady Cards, so the point will go to Navarro. Number 11 checks into the contest, Destiny Henderson out of Waxahachie, Texas, a freshman, a 5'10 freshman. You look up and down that Navarro lineup, and there's just a ton of freshmen, Tim.
Yeah, they're going to be strong again next year.
And this team, this Navarro team, is not as big as some Navarro teams as we've seen in the past. The real physical specimens of players. They're pretty average in size, I would say, but they have got great leaping ability and they seem to have a lot of quickness.
Great footwork too to get to that spot, and then, like you said, jump through the ceiling. They play well above the net.
14-12 Lady Cardinals, first set. Bowersfield. Oh, that's a cheap point there. She was kind of out of position and just dinked it over, and you think the Bulldogs would have an answer for that.
Perfect spot there with three Navarro players there, and it just lands between the three of them.
Best laid plans.
That's exactly it.
Thank you for joining us here on the Cardinal Sports Network tonight. Cassian Matos is at the service line now. She's into the game for the first time tonight at the service line for the Lady Cardinals, wearing number 15. Serve goes long. Had great trajectory on it. It's just a bit long. That's just giving away points there, as they say, when you do that and when you serve one into the net.
Yeah,
you want to put the ball into play. Make them play it.
Someone sailed on her there, but you're definitely right with that trajectory. That's a tough ball to handle normally.
Boom.
Speaking of tough balls to handle.
Kelly Reagan with the kill. And folks, Kelly Reagan's got bloodlines in the Lady Cardinal program, because if you look up there, one of the national championship banners, in fact, the one from the 1996-97 season, her mom, Alicia Gasarowska, played for Kurt Butke when they won the national title that year, going 34-2. And now she's playing volleyball in the same gym that her mom played basketball in.
Cool story.
Nice job at the net by Zendona.
Zendona playing well. The 6'2 freshman there sends that one over and through.
You like those bloodline stories when you have a second generation come through the college like that as far as an athlete goes.
Absolutely.
If I'm ever around when we have a third generation come through, I know I've been around a little bit too long because I remember her mom awfully well.
That's pretty great, man.
The radio guys, I was working at the Review at the time, and the radio guys would always ask me how you pronounce your last name, and I would tell them, I don't know, guys. As long as I spell it, that's all I care about. And it was no easy
radio guy.
Yeah. And it was no easy task to spell.
That's funny. And I only say that because I've asked that question 1,000 times. Hey, Vinny, how do you say that?
It was always fun back then to be able to tell the guys they were on their own. And we got a double hit by the Lady Cards.
Well, this is one of those games. Neither team going to go away. You get the 5, but it's going to be a battle all the way to 25 and then some.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine either team running away with anything in this contest tonight. Obviously, it could happen, but it's just hard to believe. Oh, nice job by Zidane to try a sneak attack. Big hit by number 4, Velika.
I tell you what.
She's also a freshman, man. Every time somebody makes a play and Tasha Spain has seen enough, she's going to call a timeout at the 17-16 mark. We saw Rhonda Shirley call a timeout at the 10-6 mark, and see how her squad has answered, pulling within one now.
Made a nice comeback here. Yeah, talking about Velika, man. Victoria Velika, 6'2", out of Slovakia, and she's played well here in this first one. We just tuned in tonight. Thanks for joining us. It's the Cardinal Sports Network from Trinity Valley Community College in Athens, Texas. Benny, you never run out of fun things happening. You got the Cardinal over there breaking down some moves.
Yeah, he sure is, or she sure is. I guess I should know which is which, but
I'll leave that to you.
But it's a lot of fun, though, to watch the two-time defending national champion Cardinal cheerleaders over there across the way. They're not in uniform for volleyball games, but they carry on and have a good time nonetheless.
I'm telling you.
All 40 of them.
That's a good time to be had here.
Resuming play at the service line for the Lady Dogs is Velika. 17-16, Lady Cardinal lead here in the first set. Reagan with the big hit that's answered by the Lady Dogs. Bowersfield with a big hit, and that one's in. That's a winner down the line, Tim.
Winner. And I won't say what because, I
haven't eaten yet.
I was going to say, we got dinner still to.
We're going to be here a while, I feel.
Right. That was a good smash coming back through, and big point, 18-16 Cards.
Of course, we mentioned Tasha Spain in her 8th year here at the college, and we mentioned that she played in Navarro. She played her high school ball at Eustis, and yes, I covered her when she was at Eustis, and yes, I'm old. But she played for the legendary coach Chuck Powers, who's got over 800-something wins and still coaching about 43 years into his career.
Coach Powers, he's a real special talent, isn't he?
He really is. He's a great man.
Treasure.
Going to be honored here at the college on homecoming at the Hall of Distinguished Alumni. One of 4 folks that are going to be honored this year. We went from having Hall of Fame for athletics every year to every other year so we can honor some other folks that weren't involved in athletics when they were here at the college. Wow. I wouldn't want to call that a kill. That's just kind of a soft kill, I guess.
That would have been a Charlie Huff kill.
That was that was a touch.
Little breaking ball action there.
Right. Lady Cardinals clinging to that 1-point lead, 19-18. Giordani with the serve. Bowersfield keeps it alive. The set by Zindona. Lexi Jo Houston.
Wow, great effort.
Boy, I love how both teams are just covering every inch of the floor, Tim.
Exactly.
Boss with a big hit. The block goes out of bounds, and the point goes to the Lady Cardinals. And now we're kind of getting to that critical stage of the match because 25, to 25 wins it. You got to win by 2.
Yeah.
But the Lady Cardinals have now touched into that 20 category.
Big point because it goes the other way. It's a tie game. But now, like you said, you're just 5 away.
And Lady Dogs say not so fast as Bermuda's with the winner down the line that goes out of bounds off the Lady Cardinals. Carolina Barbosa checks into the contest for the Lady Dogs, number 8. And in case you're wondering, she's actually a sophomore. Great block at that time by Wiley, number 22.
Yeah, great return. Wiley stepped into that and sent it back where it came from.
And we are tied at 20-20, folks. Lexi Jo Houston, you can almost mark that down when she gets a set like that and gets all her momentum going towards the net. That's almost always going to be a point for the Lady Cardinal.
Cardinal Nation has to feel good about things when they get the ball right there in that spot for Lexi Jo. She is a finisher.
Zandona back at the service line. Seems like she's served a lot tonight, doesn't it?
Yeah, she's staying busy.
And that one's too hard for Bowersfield to handle. And we're tied again at 21-21.
Lady Cards.
This one's going right down to the wire.
It's exactly what we were projecting early, that this is going to be a long night between two good programs.
First to 25, win by 2. Lexi Jo with a hit, but it's answered by Navarro. And this time with the hit, and the winner is Velika for the Lady Dogs.
Yeah,
and Navarro has crept into a 22-21 lead, rather.
Velika bringing some power at the line there.
22-21. Big point here.
Crucial point in this game.
And who do you go to? Juliana Vaz.
Well, Vaz knows what to do with it. She proved it there, the 5'10 freshman from Rio de Janeiro.
22-22, this first set, oh so important. An unforced error that time, unfortunately, for Haley Daniel. The ball just sails out of bounds off of her. Rhonda Shirley's going to call her second timeout, down 23-22. The last timeout by Navarro, she was down 10-6.
Yeah, she got the most out of that timeout, didn't she? I mean, you stop and look back at that thing, and they turned it around pretty quick after that.
We should mention, Tim, for those that are joining in and looking in tonight and maybe don't have affiliation with either school, the Lady Cardinals are decked out in their red Under Armour tops, and Navarro's got the black Under Armour tops on tonight.
Yep, Lady Cards representing that Cardinal red tonight. And we are glad to have you here tuned in. First broadcast of the 2017 season in our volleyball. And looking forward to a lot of action over the next few months.
No doubt. We will have the game next Wednesday night, the 11th, against Tyler. And then the following week on Thursday night, the 19th, we'll have the regular season contest against the Wharton Lady Pioneers in what will be sophomore day here at the college. Returning to action, Vaz at the service line, that running serve. Oh my goodness, and we are at set point, 24-22. That serve was at such a low angle that it was kind of hard to handle. It's hard to get lower enough to get that serve.
Yeah, and they just didn't communicate well. Both got into each other there, and that did not help matters either, dealing with a tough serve to return.
Great job of Bowersfield keeping it alive. Bento with a big hit, and the Lady Cardinals take the first set, 25-22.
Great start for Coach Tasha Spain and the Lady Cardinals. They get the first tonight from Athens.
Lady Cardinals win 25-22 in a set that took 25 minutes to complete. Lady Cardinals now have the upper hand in this match, but don't go anywhere, folks, because you figure this was going to be going for a while.
Yeah, if that's any indication. And what was that few weeks back? It was 29-27
in the first set over Corsicana that night.
So here we go again with another close one here. And that, of course, ended up going the full five. So
it did, with Navarro winning 15-13 in that fifth and final set. We got a couple of minutes here now to let you enjoy some of the sights and sounds I know we'll get for you here on the Cardinal Sports Network. Cardinal regiments you can hear in the background, so I'm going to hush up and let you listen to them. Tim, something kind of cool is happening here tonight. Steve Grant Real Estate is cooking hot dogs for the folks, and for $5 you get a hot dog, chips, and something to drink. And all the money raised will go to the Emergency Relief Fund to help the folks that were hit hard down in South Texas by the hurricane last month.
Love seeing that, and just the participation, folks all around. And you know, at the end of the day, it's really all about making a difference in a tangible, practical way. So hats off to Steve Grant Real Estate and everybody for partnering together with that.
Absolutely, and I know the college held a car wash here a couple, 2 or 3 weeks ago and raised over $1,000 that's sent to the relief fund at that time. So it makes you very proud here at Trinity Valley Community College of the community involvement with, and Steve Grant Real Estate is a big sponsor of the college and a supporter of the college, I should say.
Be interesting to see the start here in this second, because obviously it's a big one here for Navarro. They really need to get to game 2.
Yeah, nobody wants to spot anyone ever a 2-0 lead. That's a big mountain to climb out of right there.
So see how the Lady Cardinals attack here as we are moments away from the second set.
And the Lady Cardinals will be at the service line first. And stop me if you've heard this before tonight. But Zendona will be at the service line.
Zendona, that powerful right-hander. Jump serve coming to start this second set. Brings that one, barely missing an ace there, as she had a pretty good thought pattern, but just did not execute completely.
Yeah, tried to nail that corner and was just a little wide with it.
So, boy, that is a tough way to start for the ladies.
Well, both teams know the importance of this match tonight. I mean, Navarro can really, they've solidified they will have clinched if they win tonight, let's face it, because they're going to get them 3 victories with only a couple more matches to go.
So this is a big one for them. Boy, they're just not executing, though, at this point. And, we've talked a little bit about Coach Rhonda Shirley and her prowess, and she's not going to be pleased with the start here in the second one.
No, and just keeping up in Navarro this year, they've been several matches this year where they've been down or lost the first set or maybe even the second set, and they've rallied to win. So they're really good in 5-set matches this year.
What a smash there from Melissa Bento. She comes back with another
Melissa Bento's not very big as far as being a physical specimen, but boy, she is wiry and she can sure hit the ball.
Made the most of it there. It's 3-1 Trinity Valley. That was a little extra put on that one there from Baroche.
Yeah.
Carolina Baroche out of Rio. A lot of youngsters from Brazil on the floor tonight.
Yeah, the junior college game has really become international in a lot of ways.
And Lexi Joe with a put over the top, and boy, the Lady Dogs get a point there.
Yeah, that was a nice placement there because that looked like that might set a little wide, but it dropped just inside the boundary.
Trinity Valley kind of cheated in or just lost themselves in the perimeter there. And great placement.
Pressure definitely on Navarro in this second set, having dropped the first set. They don't want to let the Cardinals get out to a 2-0 lead. Great hit by Lexi Joe. Lexi Joe is rarely blocked like that. Great winner there for the Lady Dogs.
Boy, it wasn't it as the Lady Cards, I was about to really have a chance to highlight Zandona, but it's all for naught after she used that elbow to keep one alive there. But the volley and then the return by the Bulldogs, they are now leading.
Well, you don't see Giordani making a mistake like that very often, and she's admitting to it. She's, that's on me, it won't happen again.
You can pretty much put it down that way. Giordani is definitely one of those leaders on and off the floor. Here's Giordani with the return. Bento gets...
Great job by the Lady Bulldogs.
Wow, how about
tracking that down.
Yeah, making it hard here on the Cards. They've got to finish. Now Navarro with a chance to finish. Long volley here, Benny. And how about that? The Lady Cards get it done with.
There haven't been a lot of long volleys in this match so far tonight, and that wasn't very long in itself, but it was longer than anything we've seen tonight, really.
Bowersfield out of the Woodlands getting that one done, completing the task.
This has been a power type match tonight.
Absolutely. 5-4 here. There's one knocked out of bounds.
Boy, that just kills you when you have a little momentum and you just sail one wide or sail one long or sail one into the net.
Matos not pleased with herself as she's coming out after that one.
It's kind of like in baseball or softball when you walk a batter, don't make them put the ball in play. You just give them a free pass. And of course, this is different because you're actually giving the team a point.
Yeah, it's like giving them a free home run, so to speak. But still a good one going here. 6-4. Lady Cards trailing the Lady Dogs in the set. Lady Cards got the first set, leading 1-0. Set it up, and
Reagan with a big hit, but the Lady Dogs had the answer. The block goes out of bounds off of Reagan.
I'm telling you, that was a great answer, and now Trinity Valley finding themselves with a little hole to dig out of. They trail 7-4.
Yeah, I don't think Tasha will let Navarro get too far ahead before she uses that first time out. She knows how strong the Lady Bulldogs are and what a great coach that Rhonda Shirley is. That was an excuse me dig right there. Oh, Giordani with a great dig.
Boy, she's all over the floor. Setting it up here. And that's in. What a shot. Nicely done. Was that Voss?
Yeah, it's Juliana. You don't have to ask. Yeah, that was
Voss from the back line getting that one done.
And the great thing about Juliana is that she's got an FR beside her name. She's a freshman.
You love seeing that. I don't know who loves it more. I would imagine Tasha Spain loves it more than us. As much as we love that, Coach Spain really applauding that. So now 7-5 here.
Lady Cardinals, of course, are coming off a 23-8 season, Tim, in which the 8 losses were the fewest losses in the history of the program, and there's a giveaway point there. But the Lady Cardinals now with just 2 losses on the season, they've got a chance to even break that record, dare I say, this year if they finish up strong.
Yeah, as I was looking that over in the pregame, it just, it's an amazing note when you think about what they did last year and even more so right now. Here's the set across. And another crack at it. That's long and out.
Yeah, a little bit too much ump on that one by Alicia at Bowersfield. Now we have. I think we've got a discrepancy in the score. We'll get it. It's 8-6 now.
So here's the serve.
Block goes out of bounds off the Lady Cardinals.
So now a 3-point advantage for the Lady Dogs. 9-6 if you're joining us here. We're in the second set. Trinity Valley took the first set 25-22. Nice side there, elbow on that right side.
Kelly Reagan.
Reagan playing strong. She'll check out. Greeted by that Lady Cardinal bench over there. She'll get a well-deserved break.
Giordani at the service line.
Nice setup here. Boy, that one took a hop. I think it
Mercy.
Almost to the top row here at Cardinal Gym.
That one stayed hit as well.
They're eventually getting that ball back down the floor.
Lady Cardinals within 1, Tim.
Big one here. Trouble at the net. See if they can. Yeah, good finish that time by the Dogs. Baroche. Carolina Baroche having a strong contest.
Yeah, Giordani got a piece of it, but she was a little bit out of position. Lady Cardinals had left the center of the floor uncovered, and credit to Navarro for spotting that and finding the spot. Because it's one thing for the spot to be open, it's another thing for the other team to know it and to hit that spot.
Well, I was about to say, we sit back and see, we mentioned Giordani all over the floor and so many. They make it look effortless.
They really do.
And just because they make it look easy doesn't mean it is.
No, it's definitely not.
Here's the serve. Cards down 2. Boy, there's a smash.
By Juliana Voss.
Voss is, boy, she's on a
She's in the zone tonight. I'm telling you, she is really focused. Of course, she's one of the starters that had to miss the last three matches, I should say.
We could see it the other day just watching her from the sideline. You could tell she wanted to be out there. Was the right decision. She needs to get that R&R, and she's playing like it's like she's feeling good.
Lady Cardinals got caught flat-footed there.
That's off Zandona. So now 2-point advantage for the Lady Dogs of Navarro.
Chance for the Lady Dogs to maybe put a little distance between themselves and the Lady Cardinals. Large leads have been hard to come by here tonight. Oh, flat-footed Lady Cardinals just standing around.
That's one of those communication situations there where you're getting set to try and kill one, and all of a sudden it goes off the side. You got to let her know. There is a nice return from the top. That's Bento.
Goes out of bounds off the Lady Dogs.
So Trinity Valley trailing by 2. Hanging around here as they lead the first set. Would love to get this second one. Boy, that would put all the pressure on Navarro, but Navarro has something to say about that in the early going.
You just can't have that. I mean, as great as Juliana is, you just can't serve it into the net. You've got to put it in play. She knows that.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think there's anyone here who knows it more than her. Look at her face. She is.
Oh, absolutely.
She's letting her.
She is totally into this game.
Here is a set to the right side.
Great block by the Lady Dogs. Lady Dogs have got all the answers right now, folks.
That was Velika out of Slovakia. Looks like a timeout coming here. Coach Tasha Spain.
No surprise. Tasha's not going to let Navarro get more than a 4-point lead if she can help it without using a timeout, and see if she can thwart the momentum a little bit.
Yeah, get a break in that action. Try to get this crowd back into it. Right on cue. Here comes the noise machine here at Cardinal Gym.
Yeah, and a great crowd here too, and a great Navarro crowd on hand over behind the what's now the Lady Cardinal bench, but that's typically the Navarro bench when they get started. And of course, you can see across the way probably there's a great Cardinal crowd on hand too. There's quite a few folks behind the Navarro
football
bench.
team will eventually make it. Perhaps.
Well, we were told that they would probably get here before this was over with tonight.
Maybe, or fifth. They've got a lot of work going on over there at Bruceville tonight.
I don't think we're going anywhere too quick.
Not by the looks of this one here. It's 14-10. Navarro over Trinity Valley right now. We're back to action here in set 2. Trinity Valley got the first set with a score of 25-22.
We'll see if that timeout will be successful. Great block.
I'm telling you, that is
Hannah Green.
Talk about drawing it up. That's how you draw it up. And she delivers.
Just what Navarro needed coming out of that timeout to show the Lady Cardinals that they're not going to go anywhere.
Yeah, Brink with a nice block at the net. Giordana over to Bento. Nice set. And that'll be a point. Double hit.
In the net, I believe.
Into the net,
in the net, yeah.
So
yeah, a lot of pressure on the Lady Cardinals team. They just about have to win this one tonight. I mean, this will not eliminate them with a loss. They still have Tyler and Pinota left. 2 wins there would get you in. But tonight would be a great insurance policy to have because you've already got a head-to-head win over Tyler this season, over in Tyler. And Tyler comes here next Wednesday night on a game we will have here on the Cardinal Sports Network.
Nice return back over. That'll be another point. So extending that lead to 5. But you're right, Benny. This is one of those. It's not a must-have, as you said, but you certainly need it really to kind of stem the tide. So
you have to, because if you don't, then you still put yourself behind the 8 ball, and you almost force yourself to have to beat Tyler and have to beat Pinola, which is doable. And Kelly Reagan at the net, Tim.
Reagan has been doing just phenomenal there, and again steps up in a big way. And we mentioned it briefly, but at the end of the day, one of these teams out of this East zone is going to be sitting back. There's going to be a good team left out of the top.
I'm not sure who made the decision to let 5 of the 6 teams in the South get in. I guess the coaches voted on it possibly, or the athletic directors or whoever. But they really need to rethink that. And, of course, next year there will be no San Jacinto, so there will be down to 9 teams. There will be 5 teams in the South and 4 teams in the East. Then what are you going to do?
Yeah, it's definitely worth a revisit.
Oh, I think they'll definitely revisit because I think enough coaches are upset about it to start with, which leads me to believe that the coaches maybe didn't vote on it.
Nice play at the net. It's a great effort from Lady
Giordani
Cards.
did a great job of keeping that alive.
What a play at the net. Nicely done, the Lady Cardinals. That's Zandona, and now back within 2.
And Rhonda Shirley's seen enough. She knows that Tasha Spain's squad has the momentum, and she uses the timeout.
Well, I got to tell you, man, we're in for a treat tonight. I mean, go back and try to describe that a little bit. We saw Giordana get to a play that, quite honestly, there's no way I'm thinking anyone's going to get to it. She does, makes it happen. And then the play at the net to get it done. Just fun stuff here in the Valley.
No doubt, and so many times games that have so much hype as this one did don't live up to it, but very rarely does a game not live up to it when it's got Trinity Valley on one side and Navarro on the other side, no matter the score.
Hey, you're exactly right, and this is one of those nights where both teams are bringing it all, and you know we've talked about some of the interaction of the fans here tonight. Boy, there's some fans that are having way more fun than I am, and you're having a great time. We're having a good time, but believe it or not, we're not having as much fun as everybody else.
No, I know.
That's hard to say.
I know,
because we're enjoying this.
but it's true, and we look around and we see how the fans are really into this tonight from both sides.
Absolutely. And then we're back to action here. It's a 2-point game. Cards to serve. That time Lopez with a nice one. Into the net. That'll cost the Cards a point.
17-14 Navarro. Here in the second set, the Lady Cardinals won the first set by a count of 25-22 in a set that took 25 minutes to complete.
That's going to be a point
hit
for the Bulldogs after the double hit.
So good use of the timeout by Rhonda Shirley.
Yeah, it's 2 straight points now for the Lady Dogs. There's some money action right there from Reagan.
Kelly is just so much fun to watch play over there on that right side.
She kind of got the windmill set on that,
yes, she
man.
did.
She got it cranked up and brought home the hammer.
She got her money's worth.
So now 3-point advantage. Cards trailing. Giordani.
Great job by Lopez Santabria.
I got that somehow under Bowersfeld.
On that right side. Right side for the Lady Dogs.
I think we got a sweat spot on the floor. They're going to try and get that cleaned up real quick.
So 19-15, we've reached that moment in the match, Tim, as we always talk about, is you get that first team to 20 kind of, has the edge, in a match.
Yeah, we talked about the need to respond here from Navarro. They have. They've come out big here in this second match. No real surprise there. Both these teams going to battle.
Trying to get on even terms here with the Lady Cardinals. Lady Cardinals won the first set.
Nice serve there. Wow. That ball was nosediving. Nothing they could do. They sent it back over the top.
And Tasha Spain's going to use another timeout now, down 20-15.
So with a timeout on the floor here, Lady Card's going to have to dig deep here and get 10 of the next 5 to get this one, boy. It doesn't take long either way.
No, it doesn't. And it's long odds, but as we mentioned as we got started tonight, so many times this season we've seen the Lady Cardinals, even in some of the matches that they've won 3-0 that have been down late in the set and came rallying back at the end.
Yeah,
when it looked like all was lost in that particular set.
Yeah, that overdrive gear. They were kicking it overdrive at times, and there's no reason that they can't do it here. Long odds, but we've seen it before. And talk about some of the fun going on here. Check that out. I get dizzy. I better get my eyes back over here. You don't have to go to Dallas for the State Fair. I mean, you get dizzy right here, just having a good time with us. 2015.
You can definitely be entertained at Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym.
For sure, for sure. Cards will be receiving the serve here from Navarro. That's Bermudez on the serve. And that will be point for the Cards as Reagan gets it over the top.
Yeah, Reagan on that right side is just really hard to handle. And she checks out of the game. And oh, by the way, Lexi Jo Houston fills her spot.
Keely Reagan checks out. Here comes Lexi Jo Houston in with a 4-point difference in this one thus far. Cards did get the first set.
Trying to stay alive here in this second set.
Got something to work with there, and that will be points.
And there's Lexi Jo with the winner.
Lexi Jo Houston out of Brownsboro, Texas. So we talked about making that run, and they're a couple away here from getting right back in this one.
And the serve sails along.
That one took off on her. Giordani would love to have another crack at that.
No doubt.
So now down 4.
We mentioned we've got a couple more webcasts coming up for you here in the next 2 weeks, and then it won't be long, folks, before the basketball season will start, and we will announce our webcast basketball schedule here in about a week or two, probably, as the season gets closer.
There is a good serve, drove it back. Cards will have to work just to get it over. Not much you can do.
Yeah, the Lady Cards got out of position on that. I mean, they were on the defensive the entire way and couldn't attack. And when you do that against a team like Navarro, you're going to wind up losing the point.
Barbosa with the finish. And you're right. And that serve pushed them back and got them out of that position. So from the get-go here, that was wheels off. Here comes a set. Cross to Vaz. Nicely done.
Took a little off of that when he went cross-court with it.
She's got the complete game, can power up.
Oh, no doubt.
But it shows the finesse side that time.
She's having a great freshman year. I can see her being a dominant player in this league next year as a sophomore. So you can make the case she's already that.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. 22-18, Cards trying to climb all the way back.
Great hire with Rhonda Shirley, no doubt about that. Got a Hall of Fame coach.
Absolutely. A nice answer to the timeout, coming back and getting a smash.
Navarro's done a really good job of answering out of timeouts tonight. 23-25, closing in on winning this third set are the Lady Dogs. But you know, the thing about it is you can lose this one to Tim, and like it looks like the Lady Cards are going to. But you've got to be able to hit that delete button once this one's over with and just wipe that out.
Short memory.
You got to clear the cache, as they say, because
absolutely. I mean, yeah. Go ahead and get that cleaned up, and I think that's one thing Cards will get a point off of.
Got a reversal here,
and they'll have a chance to look up. Hey, let's get on a roll. We got Giordani at the
service line, and we've seen her reel off some points as Rhonda Shirley asked for an explanation.
Little substitution action here. They will put in High Camp for Valika.
Rhonda Shirley questioned it, but up 23-16, she didn't press the issue too much, though. Oh, great block by Lexi Jo Houston. And boy, now you sense the Lady Cardinals kind of getting a little momentum now. I mean, yeah, they've still got a long way to go, but you look at their body language now as opposed to 5 minutes ago.
Get some of that momentum. Even if you don't get this set, get some momentum back so you don't have as far to go. There's some help there. Going wide on this return.
Man, those last 2 points sometimes are the hardest to get.
You've seen it happen before. Why not tonight? Here is Giordani.
You want to make Navarro earn anything they get here. Great block by Lexi Jo.
Not making it easy on them for sure.
Block goes out of bounds. Another point, Lady Cardinals. And here they come, folks.
All of a sudden.
I was just looking at Rhonda Shirley, and she just kind of nonchalantly looked over her shoulder up at the scoreboard there and said, oh, how close are they now?
Yeah, she's trying to keep it together right here. I've been in this spot long enough. Going to let her players play through it. Here's a shot.
And it sails just long. Great idea by Juliana to go down the line like that, but she was just long with it, and now the Lady Dogs are at set point here, 24-19.
Yeah, you start to see a little bit of that fatigue set in on that one. I think she had the right idea, but just a little too much on the powers. Hit it long. Not as good a control.
Oh, it's going to sail long, not touched. And that's going to be the third set with the Lady Dogs scoring a 25-19 victory in a set that took, 22 minutes to complete. Lady Dogs now up 2-1 in this very important Region 14 Conference East Zone showdown. 13th ranked Lady Cardinals, 15th ranked Lady Dogs. Lady Cardinals came in 19-2. Navarro came in 17-7 against a very tough schedule.
Yeah, they've had some battles, or battle tested, and you know this is all about the Lady Cardinals. Got to answer the challenge here and get this one and force a fifth.
You just have to wipe the slate clean, so to speak, now and say, okay, we can't play that fifth one until we win the fourth one. So the fourth one's all you got to focus on right now and just get it done. Because like we mentioned earlier, Tim, if you take it to that fifth set, it's anybody's at that point. Nobody's got the advantage. That's
exactly.
That's where you're trying to reach right now.
Yeah, you got to get there before you can have that fifth. So that's what they're being reminded of here. Let's get off to a quick start, take care of business, play with your feet, and you know, let's take care of ourselves, and good things will happen.
Been a great night here at Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym. We're in the fourth set. Navarro leading 2-1 overall. Navarro will really take control of the Region 14 Conference East Zone race with the win here tonight. I mean, I know Tyler's got something to say about it too. Tyler just has one loss as well. But they'll all be settled on the court over the next 2 weeks, and then the top 3 teams in the East Zone, 3 of the 4 teams, and all 4 at this point in the season are ranked in the top 20. Only 3 will get to go to the Region 14 Conference Tournament, which this year will be at Panola College in Carthage. The Lady Cardinals are trying to get off that bubble, but tonight's going to firmly put them on that bubble, and they're going to have to win against Tyler here next Wednesday, and then we'll finish up with a win at Panola potentially. It just depends on what happens in some of the other matches, but there's no question about it if they drop this tonight that the most important match they'll play this season will be against Tyler next week, because you want to be up 2-0 on Tyler in conference play.
Absolutely. Monumental moment here tonight as we are set for the fourth set. Trinity Valley trailing 2-1 as we go into the fourth set. So on the floor here, you still got a little bit of time left, but both teams ready to
go.
Roll,
They're ready.
man.
Both teams ready to go.
They are saying, let's get this show started and get back at it. I think Trinity Valley kind of want to wash the taste out of their mouth from that last set as we're set here in the fourth. Starting us off at the service. Zandona service drive, and that's a good way to get it going.
Yeah, you needed a positive start like that. I mean, I know it was an unforced error on Navarro's part, but it's nevertheless is a positive start for the Lady Cardinals.
Anytime your team can get together and cheer, you'll take it. You'll take it, right?
It doesn't matter how you get there, does it?
Zandona back to serve. Set it up in the middle. And there's a return, makes it one apiece.
There's 2 or 3 times now the Lady Cardinals have been caught flat-footed there.
Yeah, and unique set there. I mean, a lot of times we see one side or the other. That time just attacking right in the center of the court. Caught the Lady Cards out of position. Nice return or save there. Could not quite get it back over the top.
Bowser did a great job there. A little dink in there, and Navarro tried to respond, but just didn't quite have enough to finish off the point.
I do like the start, though, by Trinity Valley, coming out with a lot of energy and hustling all over the floor.
See Alicia Bowerfield there about to serve with a smile on her face. Redshirt freshman out of the Woodlands down near Houston.
Yeah, 5'8", outside hitter at the service strike.
Zandoni with a nice job off the deflection.
Setting it up over on the right side.
Nice block. I don't know if that was Julianne or Lexi Joe that got it. I think it was Julianne that got that one.
Well, she got the pounding of her chest there, so I think that one goes to her.
And the Lady Cardinals out to a 3-1 lead here in this fourth set, down 2-1.
A little bit sloppy there from the Lady Dogs.
Well, I think they were selling out of bounds there.
Yeah. Voss with a nice hit, but good block. Keeps it alive over the net on the return.
That's some good stuff right there.
Oh, how about it? Lexi Joe on the smash back there. And, you talked about beforehand, talk about foreshadowing. Both 7 and 8 have been so strong at the line. They're playing well right now.
They really are, and they're a dynamic duo at the net.
Here is a ball that's coming up. I could have had it, Benny, but I didn't want to go airborne, so I'll let the folks on the floor keep that ball. It's 4-2. Good one going here in the fourth.
Smart decision.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think the insurance is paid up for one thing. 4-2 is the score here. Cards trying to break serve.
Lady Cardinals know they can't get to the fifth set unless they win the fourth.
Nice.
Oh, Voss took a little off of that.
Juliana
She took a lot off of that.
Man, and just perfect spot on the floor. Just talk about a great point in the ball game to make that move. She delivers there. 5-2 Lady Cards. Now to serve is going to be Cassiana Matos.
See members of the Cardinal football team working their way in right now, so that means that their practice is over with. So hopefully they'll help carry the Lady Cardinals to a fifth set. It's going to sail long.
The point is going to go. Lady Cards were wanting a deflection there, but not going to get the call.
See it on the Lady Cardinals' faces, and Tasha, she turned around to the floor referee, and she didn't get the call. The official is questioning the sub that the Lady Cardinals just made, or about to make. Now there they go. It's like two for the price of one.
Yeah, they were celebrating the call, and so he brings them back out. Here's a dig, nicely done from Voss.
Double hit.
Double hit on the Lady Cards. So they've
seen a few of those tonight.
They've got to kind of really reel themselves in here. It's 5-4. They still lead by one, but can't afford those here in the fourth set. Trailing 2-1 in the set. In the match overall, rather. 5-5 here after that one out of bounds off Trinity Valley.
Mentioned that the Lady Cardinals lead the overall series 10-7 against Navarro, but Navarro's threatening to sweep the conference schedule this year against the Lady Cardinals, 2-0.
Wow, getting up above the net that time was
way above the net.
Victoria Valika makes it a advantage here in the fourth set for the first time. Navarro up 6-5. Trinity Valley needs to really just regather themselves here and get the point back and try and get on a roll.
No reason to panic.
Sure. Great job over on that far side by Navarro, keeping it alive. Long volley.
That sails long, or wide, I should say.
And that was something. You think she's about to try to attack right in front. Instead sends it
cross court.
All the way across court and out of bounds. So tie game here in the fourth set. Cards down 2-1 in the match. Trying to force a fifth. That one will be wide.
So close.
Well, it is a game of inches, isn't it? One of those could go either way.
Valika to serve for the Lady Dogs.
Valika will attack the middle. Giordana ready. Nice comeback. Sending it back where it came from was Juliana Voss.
Voss can play.
Boy, she is. She's
can
a
play
real deal. Haas now going to be going to serve here. She's walking right into the camera. Ready to roll, bringing it right to you. Great coverage tonight, as always, from our crew of cameramen and graphics artists. Nice hustle, and the Cards will have a chance to send it deep. They will. Voss back over the top. Great volley back and forth. We go. Voss again attacking, pushing them deep, but Navarro ready and sends it back the other way. Giordana back over and man, talk about legs burning. There's a big finish there from
Alexis Wiley finished it in the longest set of the night, the longest stint of the night.
It's a big moment in this game here. Cards trying to stop serve, break serve here as they trail by 1. Navarro trying to extend that lead. Double hit. That's going to be called on Zandona.
9-7 Lady Dogs. This fourth set has been like the first set was. It was just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
LaRue will come on for Zandona. Kayla LaRue out of Porter.
Transferred in from Sul Ross University. The only transfer on the roster this year.
That's
an ace. That's an ace serve there. Yeah,
nicely done.
Yeah, it was.
Put it right
High count
on
Shelby High count.
Yeah,
no, I'll take that back. Not High Camp on the serve. That was Bermudez on the serve. Yeah.
Bermudez coming up with an ace. So it's a 3-point advantage. That'll come back the other way as a nice job on the front line from Kelly Reagan.
Yeah, Lady Cardinals have got to keep Navarro within seeing range, unlike the last set when they let them get away early and it was just a struggle the entire way. 10-8's doable.
There is a cross-court set. A couple Lady Cards colliding there. Great hustle, but just not enough to get there.
Yeah, Lady Bulldogs have great court presence. They understand what's going on across the net from them. You've seen it too many times tonight that they found little open areas the Lady Cardinals have left unattended.
So extending it to a 3-point lead here in this all-important fourth set. Trinity Valley Tron 2-1. Nice job there that time by number 11.
That wasn't an intentional set, but it wound up just the same, didn't it?
She's like, I know what to do with it at this point. Let me take care of that for you.
I can take it from here.
LaRue will now go to the service line. So here comes Melissa Bento in. Bento comes on for Lopez. Big front line for the Cards. And they attack, getting a point there.
Yeah, Houston and Bento were there for the block, but just unfortunately couldn't get positioned just correctly and pull it off.
Barbosa out of Rio de Janeiro with the spike. Gets it through. Baroche with the serve. Bento getting it across and dime. Melissa Bento out of Rio. Well, I tell you what, man, still within striking distance. Good game here in this fourth set.
Yeah, it's all about this fourth set for the Lady Cardinals. They're trying to get to the fifth set.
Laying it all on the floor.
Against a very, very good Navarro
nice
Lady Dog squad.
Who got that one there, Benny? Was that Lexi or was that
I think it was Bento who got that one.
Bento with a good presence here in the last few moments. She comes in. Little rest, and she's been a spark plug here in this fourth.
6'2". Tallest player on the Lady Cardinal roster along with Kelly Reagan.
That
Haley Curl.
Be off the Cards and into the stands, so now back up by 2. Navarro leading 13-11.
No reason to push the panic button if you're the Lady Cardinals, though. Two you can handle.
Boy, hasn't this been fun, though, tonight? This has been a fun match.
It has, and we knew that it was going to be.
Sure. Good set here. Not much to do with that one, though. Finds a way to make them work.
Oh, great body control Yeah, by LaRue, but she's going to be called over the net. Into the
over. Boy, that's a tough one there.
I thought she'd pulled that off, though.
About as close as you can get
It
without.
is.
Here is the Cards trying to set up to Alexi Jones. She will go left with it, puts it down.
Little two-handed kill there. Lady Cardinals are doing a really good job of keeping Navarro from running away from them, but they just need to get over the hump and play from the lead.
Little double switch as Reagan comes in, and now to serve.
Cassian Matos.
Matos to get it done. Matos will dig it. Cards a little bit out of position, got to get over.
Double hit by the Lady Dogs.
So Trinity Valley will make it a 1-point game here as they need this fourth set.
14-13 Navarro.
Good one going here. Comes Matos. Set it up on the left side. Matos coming back to the right. Voss gets up quickly.
Great job of Reagan at the net.
Yeah.
Out. That sail's out.
That was out. Tasha Spain got out of the way of that one just to
almost
make
hit Tasha. And just like that, we're at 14-14. Wanda Shirley has seen enough and said, let's stop things right here.
The high five over here. You got Giovanna comes over, high fives coach, like, way to get out of the way. Let them know that was over here by us, you know. And not surprised again, the big smile. Hey, it's a great one going 14-14. You talked about it a while ago, Vinny. You just got to get 4 to get to the 5th.
Yeah.
Then anything can happen.
Yeah, there's nothing beyond the 4th for as far as the Lady Cardinals are concerned, because they're not guaranteed the 5th, so they've got to win the 4th. And right now they've got themselves in a position where they can do that. And if you get into the 5th, then anything can happen, as we've always seen in any match you've ever watched and anybody's ever watched. And it happened over at Corsicana in early September when it went to that 5th set, and that one turned out to be a 15-13 contest.
And you know, both these teams are two of the better programs in America, but you start wondering how much fatigue will start playing a role. You know, they've both been battling all night long.
You know, and anytime you get into October, the stakes are high, but with only 3 or 4 teams getting into the regional tournament, I mean, it's just crazy how high the stakes are for the teams this year.
And that is one of those ill-afforded moments in the ballgame. Sells on the serve, so the Cards will give them one there. It's 15-14 Navarro.
That will send Vojvodic to the service line for the Lady Dogs.
So the Cards get it back here. They'll set it up over on the left side, and that's long.
Julianne Voss is saying that went off of a Lady Dog, but I think there's a lot of wishful thinking there. But she seems
she talked me into it, and I didn't think so. But hey, after watching, I'm with you, Juliana. Here's a.
She said it with great conviction.
Yes. Hey, she's possessed with passion. What can you say? Here's a Card setting it. Nice save over there on that left side. Another opportunity here. Voss pulls back. A nice effort. Dogs get another.
Valika does a great job for the Lady Dogs over on that left side.
And that'll be long, out of bounds. So big point there. Up 3 now. 17-14.
This is a big lead in this set because, I mean, it's been 1 or 2 points all the way.
Yeah, this has been something. Voss. Pinball action at the top of the net.
Yeah, there's Wiley. Wiley's done a great job at the net tonight for the Lady Dogs. And Tasha's now going to use her timeout. It was 14-14 when Wanda Shirley used the timeout, and just like that, her Lady Dogs responded with 4 straight points, and now it forces Tasha to use the timeout.
Yeah, she's matching her here, I think, as far as coach to coach. They've both done a great job tonight, seizing momentum at different points. And it's crucial right now that Trinity Valley finds a way to get right back in this. There's no room for error.
Yeah, and here's the thing about playing this Navarro college squad. 4 points is just a huge lead for a squad like that that's so good and so talented. It makes it hard to come from behind. Not saying that it's impossible. I'm just saying it's really a deeper hole than 4 points, it seems like.
Yeah, again, you talked about their schedule, strength of schedule. They've played some talented squads this year, so they've been through some wars. So let's see if Trinity Valley can match it here as they are down 4. Coach Spain gets her squad back after the timeout. The ball's into the net. I think she might have, that ankle buckled a little bit as she went to the floor, that left ankle.
Yeah, she's tough, though.
She's not coming out of the
she's not coming out of the contest, I promise you that. Meanwhile, Navarro trying to get to 20.
There's a good effort there. Take that all the way.
Had to have that point. You got to have a lot of points, but that was important. You didn't want to let Navarro get into the 20s just yet.
See if Lopez can get hot. Audrey Lopez coming in, the freshman from Archer City. She'll be serving. Boy, that ball had eyes. It looked like it was trouble.
That's a great way to describe it because it really did.
And we've seen Valika play well all night long.
Valika's had a great match for the Lady Dogs.
Voss will get it smashed down.
Speaking of greatness, there's some greatness there from Juliana Voss.
I'm telling you. Coming strong across. With that strong right arm smash. Now
Voss,
she's at the line.
Now at the line with that strong running jump serve that she has.
Got to get her hot here. That's tough to deal with. And you can see the pressure it puts on them. Great job again, Wiley.
Yeah.
Number 22.
Time after time again tonight, it's just been Wiley at the net.
And if we told you 5'10", you'd be like, 5'10"? She's like 6'3".
Yeah, she's playing way above the net.
She plays really strong at the net. So here comes Navarro with the serve.
There's been a big crowd here tonight. They haven't been disappointed. I mean, I know Lady Cardinal fans may wind up being disappointed, but they haven't been disappointed in the action.
We might have got some help there. That one looked like it was selling long. Set. Good effort. Back and forth we go. Giordana setting. Zandona was thinking she's over the net.
Yeah, Tasha's got to use another timeout here because Navarro's on the verge of wrapping this up.
Yeah, you need 3 points to get this, not only the set, but the match.
We'd like to thank you for joining us tonight here on the Cardinal Sports Network. Not just our Cardinal fans across the nation, but also the Navarro fans looking tonight to see your young ladies play. They've represented the college really well and may come away with a 3-1 win here very shortly and take serious control of the Region 14 Conference East Zone race. They'll put themselves in great shape. I don't think there's any way they could miss the regional tournament at this point.
And you mentioned it earlier that Navarro had really done themselves a great service by going out and securing the likes of their new head coach,
Rhonda Shirley. Yeah,
Shirley is she's really turned the program
she's turned the
around.
program around in 1 year's time. I mean, they're just a shell. They were just a shell of what they are this year. My goodness, they were so down last year, and now that the program has new life again.
Flying high. So here comes the serve cards to receive. All right, they'll take that first point.
Lady Cards say, don't count us out just yet.
That's right. Reagan smashes that one back, and it goes long out of bounds. Lexi Joe back in at the front line. So you've got Nicola, Houston, and Zandona on the front line.
So great to see this many folks enjoying Region 14 Conference volleyball when you got 4 teams in the East Zone all ranked in the top 20.
There's a nice comeback. I believe that was number 9, Nicola. She's had some big moments in her opportunity tonight.
She hasn't seen a lot of minutes, but she's had a lot of plays.
Yep, she's making the most of it. Here's Giordana for the serve.
Great dig by Giordani.
Wow, man, she is. Oh, my goodness. Hey, don't count them out. Here comes a timeout. Yeah, I made that call for them just because I knew the body language was, here it comes.
Yeah, Rhonda Shirley was looking at her kids like, what is that all about?
Yeah, she's really pretty intense right now at the huddle. Say, guys, you've worked too hard to get to this point. Now, don't, make them earn it. Don't give it back.
It's a quick timeout, but she got her message across really quick.
Yeah, now, if you're scoring at home, that timeout, I think she used all of 0.7 seconds to get the message across. I do like it, though. It's just a chance to break that momentum, stop the tide a little bit. Get in there and just try to. And she's had a good response after every timeout tonight. So see if Giordana can come back, though, and keep those points flowing. Cards down 3. Set up over on the left side. Lopez. Nice return from Nicola. Sandora, and then Lexi Joe Houston out of Brownsboro with a comeback. 2-point game all of a sudden, Benny.
Wow.
Don't underestimate the heart of a finisher. The Lady Cards trying to claw their way back here in the 4th and force a 5th set. Giordana with a serve. And almost kept it alive, but could not quite do it.
Yeah, Giordana got Zendona got a face full that time off the net. It bounced out of the net into her face. She really couldn't respond to it.
Yeah, she's working on the jersey right now, but that right hand a few moments before she starts striking, she was really trying to make sure it would get back in place. That ball was coming. Here is a set. And boy, that's a good return by number 14.
And the Lady Cards had to respond to that one and dive after, because that was going to stay in bounds as Juliana Vaz is shaking up.
Vaz is going to get up, and
she's okay.
Yeah, she's.
And we are at match point for the Lady Bulldogs, leading 24-20, attempting to go 18-7 overall and 3-1 in Region 14 conference play.
Navarro try to close out this set. Cardinal fans with something to say about it over the way. Make it hard on them. They'll set it. Vaz. And that'll do it. So the final here in the 4th, 25-20. And Cards come up a little short tonight.
Yeah, the Cardinals come up a little short in a match that lasted, I'm doing my math through here real quick, Tim.
I'm impressed. You don't even have to use a calculator. Look at Benny Rogers, folks.
An hour, 28 minutes was the length of the actual match, folks, as Navarro scores a 3-1 win over the Lady Cardinals here at Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym. Navarro raises his record to 17-7 and 3-1 in conference play. The Lady Cardinals fall to 19-3 overall and 1-3 in conference play. Remind you of the scores. Lady Cards won the first set 25-22 and then dropped 3 straight sets, 18-25, 19-25, 20-25. And that's going to wrap it up from Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym. Again, the Lady Cardinals will be at home next Wednesday night against Tyler. That one starts at 7 p.m. We will have that for you here on the Cardinal Sports Network. For Tim Howard and the entire talented Cardinal Sports Network team, this is Benny Rogers bidding you good night from Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym.